Listen, if you want to be the guide, I can give you my flashlight. Don't my best life. Same thing here, the carbonic acid is breaking down the calcium inside of the limestone, and one would say we start to get cavities. I'll be here for 45 minutes. We are going to head inside the cave. Again, please just stick with the group so we don't have anyone random in those photos. Now, once I take your photo, y'all will just look oh so perfect. Now, we are going to continue this way. Now, please do watch your feet. Now, if you do need to bring out your phone light to guide your feet a little bit while your eyes are still getting adjusted, please do so. Go ahead and follow me. All right, squeeze in just a little bit more for me. We're all going to have to fit in here. Alrighty, so just a little bit of housekeeping things. If you are the last person in the back to get to the room that we're going to, if you could just give me a little holler and be like, I'm the last person and we're all here. We're here. Ah, perfect. Thank you so much. Alrighty, now going back to our story 70 million years ago, you know, the tectonic plates, whatnot, those lifelines. Well, you look up here, we do have one of those lifelines. Now, one really cool thing about these is not only did they create carbonic acid, but they also let the formations form. Now, does anyone know what these formations are called? Yeah, these are going to be our stalactites. Now, there's a C in there for ceiling, and they hang tight to the ceiling. Great way to memorize that. Now, if you look over here, we have our longest stalactite in the cave. Can anyone guess how long this is? Ah, good. It's going to be 8.5 feet, but can anyone guess what his name is? No, the longest stalactite in our cave. Now, of course, we have our stalactites, but if you look over here, we have our stalagmites. These are going to be the ones on the ground. Now, one great way to memorize that is you might trip over it, so please do wash your feet. Now, right here, we have what we call flowstone. Now, flowstone is created when water is flowing from the top of the ceiling, leaving mineral deposits on the wall in that cool flowing formation. It almost looks like a waterfall frozen in time. Now, as we continue and we go this way, I want you to watch out for your bottom left. There's going to be a stalagmite. Now, his name is Pickle. He's kind of a big deal. Follow me. Get it, Dill Pickle? Yeah, that is kind of a big deal. There he is, right here. Watch out for him. Right there. Pickle. No. Now, as we come this way, y'all are going to stick tight to my right, your left, as fast as possible for me while staying in the line. But again, as we come in here, we're going to squeeze in as best as possible, just sticking tight to my right, your left. We're going to stay tight in that line for me. Just squeeze in just a little bit more. What's your question?
So, how long did it take the biggest stalagmite to?
That is great. That is 100,000 years of that form. That is a great question, my friends. With that being said, welcome to my favorite room in the whole tour. Welcome to what we call the Valley of Dreams. The Valley of Dreams. So this would have been the end point on that original tour. Now don't worry, we will be talking about these original tours a little bit later. But for now, I want to show you a formation. So right here, I'll have y'all actually split the C for me. There's going to be a formation right behind all of ya. So we're going to keep splitting. All right, just a little bit more. Right, oh, didn't mean to blind you, girl. Sorry. If you look at where my light is, right behind her, do y'all see this formation? Yeah, there we go. Now this is what we call a column. So a column is whenever a stalactite and a stalagmite are joined together. But as you can see, this formation is a lot shinier than the rest of the formations that we've seen. Well, that goes back to my first rule. We don't touch formations in the cave. They're very much like teenagers. They have pores. Once the oil from your fingers gets to those pores, it clogs it. Water and minerals can't stick to it, and it stunts its growth. So that formation right there will be dormant for a very, very long time. But the reason why people were touching it is because they believe that it will give them just enough luck to get out of the cave. Now you don't need luck because you have me. Okay, we can try that one more time. Because you have me. Yay. Thank you. That's just the 3D class. Now, in 1935, we had a rich guy named George Jeffries come inside the cave. Now, George Jeffries, he crawled all the way this way and leaned up what was once a wall right here. When he leaned up against that wall, he felt a breeze. He knew that that breeze meant that there was something else behind that wall. So him being the kind rich man that he was, he decided that he would pay for that to get excavated for us. But in doing so, there was two stipulations. The first one is that us as tour guides and you as guests kind of say thank you to him on every tour. Do you remember his name? George. So we're going to say thank you, George, on the count of 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, George. And you didn't say it, so now you're launching forever. Good luck. The second stipulation is that we had to put his favorite quote from a poem on the wall. Now, reach dreams of mountains as in their sleep, they brood on things eternal. Now, this quote is interesting. It has nothing to do with the Rocky Mountains, Colorado, or caves even, but instead it has everything to do with the Grand Canyon. Now, if you're wondering what those letters are made out of, they're made out of something that we call alphabetites. Sorry, I would have made a better joke, but I caved. Now, as we continue, we are going to head this way. I'm going to be showing you another formation. Now, this formation is going to be flowstone mixed with iron oxide. Now, another word for iron oxide is going to be rust. So whenever these two mix together, you get this really cool heart-like structure. Now, mind you, this is going to look like an anatomical heart, not a drawn heart, so it's going to have veins and arteries and whatnot. So as we're walking through, I want to show you those formations. So whoever's behind me, I'll show you how to look at it, and then you'll show the person behind me. Make sense, everyone? Perfect. Last formation that I want to show you is going to be right here. These silver things. Does anyone know what these may be called? No, stalagmites. Now, these are here for your safety, so please hold on to them as we continue. Follow me. All right. Of course, use your imagination, but it does look
See all those lines and things? It's the whole or like your inside.
yeah, so this is whenever they put it on.
Oh, okay. Okay. On the back.
Perfect. Yeah, y'all are killing that, passing things back.
Yes.
Watch your head though, okay, once you're looking in there. You know how bad it feels whenever you hit your head? Really bad. Yeah, you gotta use your imagination a little bit, but... Okay, and then once we come in, if y'all could squeeze in just a little bit more, I know. Alrighty, well, while they're talking, while they're looking, I'm gonna do a little bit of talking. Now, I told you I would mention a little bit about those original tours. So those original tours, they have to belly crawl the entire way. But can anyone guess the time frame of how long they would have to crawl for? Anyone know?
2 days.
It was actually 6 to 8 hours of just belly crawling. Not very fun, is it? So if they had to crawl, why do we have the luxury of walking? Well, that's because of this thing that we call cave pushing. So cave pushing is whenever we push all the extra rocks and rubbles to the side so that we are able to walk. That's why we have all of this right here. So as you're walking through and you see pushed up rock, well, you should probably thank them because now we're not having to crawl through the cave. So that's very nice. But we are going to be heading down these stairs. Once we do, we are going to be heading up a set of stairs. Now, I won't lie to you, these stairs going up are pretty steep, so if for whatever reason you do not feel comfortable walking up and down them, that is okay. You can just hang out at the bottom and we will be right back down. But for my friends who are going up, just hold on to those stalagmites, watch your feet, be as safe as possible, okay, my friends? With that being said, does anyone have any questions before we continue? Perfect, no questions. Well, I do have a question for you. What is a cave's favorite animal? No, a duck. Make sure you duck right here, okay? Follow me.
Yeoman practices.
Alright, my friends, we are heading up. One, follow me.
I'll have to go.
Nope, just gotta tilt the head.
Oh, I don't need it.
Watch your step.
As we come this way, we're going to make like a little snake around the wall. Now, this is a man-made wall, so if you need to hold on to it to catch your breath, please do so. Here we go. Come in this way for me. Dang, dude, you're doing so good. As you come this way, you're going to come stand right on my light for me, okay? Thank you so much. Got it, my friend? You want to come stand right on my light?
Thank you.
Perfect. I know, you would think those get easier every time doing it, doesn't it? Yay! And then you'll come this way. You'll stand right here for me. Yeah, both of you. Yeah, we're making a line on this side. You coming? Come on. There you go. Not too far though. That's too far. Alright, is that everyone? Perfect. Alrighty, everyone. Now welcome to what we call the Temple of Silence. Now we are 7,000 feet above sea level, so if you're not from Colorado, it probably feels like you're dying right now.
Yes.
Which means that you probably are, so let's hurry up, shall we? I'm just kidding, you're not actually dying, okay? Although I am going to point out a couple formations to you. I'm going to put a name to it. Hopefully y'all will laugh because I'm the funniest person 5 ever, and we'll continue on this tour. Now if you look at where my light is, do you see all these sharp stalactites hanging down from the ceiling? Yeah, they kind of look like teeth, right? Maybe even shark teeth. So we are going to call that formation up there Jaws. Alright, now I want you to look at where my light is. Right here we have another formation. This is going to be what we call ribbon stalactite. Now ribbon stalactite is formed by water and minerals dripping down on this ridge right here, creating this cool ribbon-like formation. But to me it kind of looks like a certain breakfast food. What do y'all think?
Bacon.
Bacon! So we also call this cave bacon. Now this is our largest piece here, measuring 4 feet in length, 1 foot in height. It's going to be called the Colorado bacon. Now right here we have the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And then we have E.T. still trying to phone home. But for my kids in the group, we also have the Lego hands. Alright, now look forward this way for me where my light is. Look forward that way. Now, even though my light isn't there anymore, still look forward that way. And rub your hands together as quick as possible. Everyone do it. You're not too cool to do it, promise. And then you all are going to clap once on the count of 3 while looking forward that way. Are y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Wow, look at y'all go. Does everyone see that number 7 hanging down from the ceiling? Well, that's what we call guides, like number 7 are also known as a halektite. Now, we're not really sure how they form. They kind of defy the laws of gravity. Pretty wicked, right? Now, my favorite theory of how these form is that there's a single-celled organism living there pushing the rocks in different formations. Now we're going to go to our saddest story here at Cave of the Winds. This is going to be what was once a column. Now we know that a column is whenever a stalactite and a stalagmite are joined together, but as you can see, these are already separated. Now these were probably separated from erosion, but for my friends who love literature here, we are going to call the top one Romeo and the bottom one Juliet. So never speak together again. Aww. Now I do have some bad news for us. What comes up must come down. Once we get to the bottom, we are going to be taking a left. So please make sure that you are taking that left. Now as for the stairs, just watch your feet. Be as safe as possible, okay? Go ahead and follow me.
Hey, wait, hey, stop. Hey.
I'll show you how these form later on. Are you the last one down?
Yep.
Perfect. Working with it on up then. Again, these stairs are very steep. So just hold on to that, pick your feet sideways.
But these babies have taken 1,000 or 3,000 years to form, and you'll be seeing all that in our stalactite nursery. Oh, y'all can do better than that. Stalactite nursery. Oh, I know, they're just so pretty. The last thing that you'll be seeing is going to be our white-beaded anthracite, or also known as wave coral. Looks really cool, looks like this under the ocean. Now, as you're walking through, the one thing I asked is that you play a little bit. And if you learn to find, pass off information, you can pass off the but what you're not going to do is you're not going to whisper and yell at people's ears that you don't know, so we're all just going to talk normal. Make sense, my friends? Perfect. Let's do this thing. Follow me. my group, if y'all can stick tight to the side, I do have someone trying to do an escort, and he's trying to get through, okay? Just real quick. There you go. Hey, thanks, Santa.
Yep.
Don't worry, I'm having a little bit. Alrighty. Perfect. Before we continue, does anyone have any questions? No questions? What's your question? Do I get bored of this? No, I absolutely love my job with my whole heart. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So. That is a crazy question. You know what they pay me? They give me rocks from the cave, and that's what I eat for dinner. I can't tell you that. I literally cannot tell you that. It's secret. You want to get a job? Well, I'll give you an application, and then you'll be able to apply, and then we'll hire you. But just, you know, to be a tour guide, what happens is they actually leave you inside of the cave. Just, you know, those passive crackers, like the peanut butter crackers that only have like 6 in them. Yeah, they leave you here in the dark and leave you by the door. You can choose cheese though, so that's always the plus. Either peanut butter or cheese, one or the other. Alright, one cool thing that I want to show y'all though is, going back to my story, y'all remember, you know, the ocean. What lived in that ocean? Sea creatures, right? With bones and shells, right? So what I want to show you is actually going to be over here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a line, but if you look right where my light is, we actually have a little shell inside of the wall. You gotta kind of see it? Right there, yeah, there we go. Now once you've gotten a chance to look, you'll actually head, just like head to the side so that our other friends can see as well. Perfect. And if you look over here, we do have that little shell inside of there. You see it? Can you see it? You want to come see the little shell? Shell, you see it?
Oh yeah, that looks like a unicorn.
It does look like a unicorn. You want to see it, my friend? You see over here? Oh, pretty cool, huh?
It's like a unicorn.
You see it? Alrighty. Did you get to see it as well? Perfect. Alrighty, my friends. So here's the deal. We are about to head through this dark, mysterious tunnel. Yay! But here's how we're going to do it. Now, if you all have phone light flashlights, go ahead and bring that out for me. And then we are going to head through here. Now, use your lights, guide your feet, make sure that you're not slip tripping or falling. And at some point, I'm going to have you turn off that light, and then we'll experience complete cave darkness. Yay! Alright. Alright, here's the deal. Do you want this, or do you want my flashlight? None? Okay, fine.
That's right.
Come here, man. Now we can go.
Hey!
Alright, stick tight to this side for me, my friends. And then squeeze it just a little bit more. Get a little bit of a family shake. Now, for my friends who have the light up shoes, I absolutely love them. But as I'm doing this, you're going to stand as still as possible. Can y'all do that for me? Still as possible. Alright, now y'all can go ahead and turn off your lights for me. Now, if you have a fancy watch light that shines, if you could use your other hand to cover that, just to make sure that we're experiencing this full, complete cave darkness. Perfect, right here as well. If you could use your other hand to cover your, yeah, there we go. Perfect, alrighty. And as well as you, for my friend, if you could turn off your light, just so that we can experience that complete cave darkness.
Oh, snap.
fast with all that clapping. And you took my tour. You don't want to have 19 people, I'm supposed to have 18. Is there a good spot there?
And in case of we're outside,
Oh, you know that's
That's a statement. Alrighty, everyone. So here's the deal. Okay, we are going to be heading up these stairs after this group comes down. Now, don't worry about these stairs. They're not bad at all. Y'all did those first set. These ones are going to be a piece of cake. I promise. Will said that I took his group, but I only took 4 of you from his group. So at that point, he just lost him throughout the game.
he should have held on to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Alrighty, my friends, y'all ready to go up these stairs? Let's do this thing.
It's like something that might sound like we'll take it. As we come this way, you're gonna come stand over here, okay? Just make sure you're not leaning up against the wall or anything, alright? You do? Me too, girl. Me too. Alrighty. I mean, what kind of here? I know. This is like one of the worst rooms that I've ever been to. Alrighty, everyone. Now, welcome to what we call the old maid's kitchen. Now, does anyone know what qualified you as an old maid back then?
Not being married.
At the age of?
15.
Not being married at the old ripe age of 18 years old. Now, ladies in the room, you do not have to be married to be a hashtag girl boss, okay? Now, you do your own thing. You hashtag slay the world down. Excuse me. Hashtag girl power. Girl power. Yeah, there we go. Now, 1910, we had 2 old maids or 2 18-year-olds come inside the cave. Now, they crawled all the way this way. They looked up and they said, this sucks. We crawled all the way this way for absolutely nothing. So what they decided that they would do is they would take their silver hairpin out of their hair and throw it onto the wall. It stuck, create a little bling bling, if you will. They left thinking nothing of it. They came back a year later, so 1911, but something was drastically different. The thing that was different is they both had young, rich, handsome husbands. Now, if you need a picture, just look at me. Everyone's like, no way, how did they get a husband? They chalked it up to, they threw their silver hairpins on the wall. It gave them a year of good luck in a marriage. So this started, if you will, a TikTok trend. If you tried throwing it on the wall and it didn't stick or knock someone else off, well, that would be a year of bad luck and a divorce. So after years and years of this happening, we just decided that we were creating a tetanus wall. Yay! So we decided to move it to this bin right here. Now in this bin, you can add coins, hairpins, different things like that in there. Have a year of good luck in that marriage or that year of bad luck and a divorce. Now at the end of the year, all the proceeds do go to local charities such as the firefighters in Manitou. Now we are going to be heading down these stairs. Now these stairs are called our Hallelujah stairs because hallelujah, it's our last set of stairs in the whole tour. Now once we get to the bottom, which way are we turning? Wrong, we're actually making a hairpin turn left. Follow me. Get it? Because of my story. Oh gosh, how much is that? Alright. Hold on to these and use our walking feet, okay, my friends? You know what your walking feet are? Alright, you're going to use your walking feet while holding on to your walk back. Okay, my friends? get a chance to look up. Now, once you've got a chance to look up, you'll head to this side so that our other friends can see. How many are you training? I'm gonna guess 25. 6. Oh, okay. That was close.
Not that close.
Not that close? Oh, sorry. I thought I was so close. Alright, now as we come down here, y'all are gonna come up to this wall, get a chance to look up. Once you've got a chance to look up, just head to the side so that our other friends can see. There you go. Almost like y'all know in kindergarten when they're like 1, 2, 3, save some for me. Yeah, same beat here. Same beat here, yeah. But look, you know, whenever you hop back in line, you get more water. So real. Alright, again, just my last couple friends. Get a chance, come down, come all the way up to this wall and get a chance to look up. Alright, now while they're looking, I'm going to start talking, okay? Now welcome to what we call Zephyr's Dome. Now Zephyr's Dome was created a little bit different than all our other rooms. Now if you look around, there are no lifelines, but what happened is water and carbonic acid was flowing all the way down this way. It ended up right here. It created a lot of pressure. The only way for that pressure to go was up. Now it began to erode away at the limestone. As it did, it began to drain away as well, creating almost a whirlpool effect in that carbonic acid and water, creating the final product of Zephyr's Dome. But hear me out, that's the scientific reason. There's a much better reason for this. Way back when, we used to have a giant named Zephyr living here, and this was his room, and he was sleeping, and as he was sleeping, he got a bat stuck up his nose. Well, this really startled him, so he kicked the top of the ceiling, left his footprint up there, and then he left forever. Now, as we continue on these tours, we're going to head up this man-made tunnel right here. It is man-made, but not man-height, so please do watch your head. But as we're heading back this way, I want you to see if maybe you can see that footprint now that I pointed it out. Now, if you can't see that footprint, that just means that you don't believe my story. So, all right, go ahead and follow me. We can also fill in some people. Alrighty, everyone. So here's the deal. By show of hands, who here has seen The Nightmare Before Christmas? Oh, that's like everyone. Alright, now y'all know like the Oogie Boogie Man, right? Alright, well if you look right here, we definitely have the Boogie Man. Y'all see him, he's pretty cool. Now, let's talk about this. I know he's cool and whatnot, but why is it glowing? Well, that's because of this thing that we call calcium phosphate inside the cave, and there's what we call phosphorescence. So phosphorescence is the idea whenever you point your light on it, well, there's a whole bunch of electrons in there that start to capture my light. They start to dance around a little bit, only for a little bit, but of course they go right back down. But the cool thing is if I leave my light here for a little bit, I'll have you turn off your phosphor. There we go. Leave my light here for a little bit and then take it away. It'll actually stay only for a little bit, but then it goes away. So one more time for my friends who didn't get to see. Ready? Hold it there for a little bit, take it away, boom. So again, Boogie Man. I know. Like a glow stick, yes, almost exactly like the same thing, only for a second. Now my friends, we are going to be heading up this little ridge right here, but as we head up, just make sure that Boogie doesn't get you, okay? You go and follow me. Oh, I'm gonna be you really just want to be the tour guide, man, and I love that. up? What does that mean?
He was asking if this man named
The water. Yes and no. So there's also water, rainfall, there's some other things like that coming through as well. The reason why that's a fact was in short, right? So there's still minerals and stuff like that. Alright, everyone, now let's see who is listening. So I mentioned that we were moving backwards in time. What time did I say that we were ending at? 1880, my friends. So let's talk about how Cave of the Winds came to be, shall we? So in 1880, we had two boys named John and George Pickett. Now they were doing a hike down in Williams Canyon, and as they were doing this hike, they heard a howling noise off in the distance. Well, that howling noise had caught their attention. They decided that they would leave their friends in the wilderness to go check it out. Now eventually they found out what was making this noise. It was two big sinkholes and there's a big gust of wind blowing over the top of it. Now that is going to be why we are called Cave of the Winds. I will be able to show you those sinkholes here in a second. But going back to the story, these two boys, they got enough courage to go down inside this sinkhole. They lit a candle and they went about 30 feet deep. Now, of course, the wind was blowing and their light had blown out. They were stuck in complete game darkness all by themselves. Now, eventually, they found their way out. They ran all the way down to Manitou and told everyone that they had just found a haunted cave. No one believed that, besides someone named George Snyder. Now, George Snyder, he had a piece of the newspaper that wasn't doing too well, but he was also a professional stone carver. So those two things went together, he decided that he would come up here, dig for 2 days straight, and he ended up in this room right here. Now this room is called Canopy Hall. It's our largest room here at Cave of the Winds, measuring 200 feet in length, 60 feet in width, and 35 feet in height. Again, our largest room here at Cave of the Winds. Now we began to do tours February 15, 1881, so a year after the cave was founded. Now of course, much time has elapsed since then, and now we're able to do tours like this. With that being said, does anyone have any questions? What's your question? Don't worry, I'm about to show you those here in a second. Great question though. Anyone else? Alrighty, yeah, so remember those are our lifelines up there. So those lifelines allowing that carbonic acid to form, but also this formation as well. Yeah, great question. Anyone else right there? Don't worry, you're about to see. Trust. Alrighty, everyone. With that being said, I do have a question. Does anyone know what time it is? No, it's actually time for me to sell you on those photos. Now, you're not obligated to buy them, okay? If you don't want to buy it, just hand it right back to me. But if you do want to buy it, the original copy is $15, digital $15, both $20. Any additional copy after that is $5 extra. But one thing that you can do to help me out though is you can go on Google, search up Cave of the Winds, and leave me a Google review. Now, if you like me, all you have to say is Aaron or AA Ron was a tour guide. I absolutely loved him. His jokes were so funny, I almost died. Or on the other hand, that Aaron was a tour guide who absolutely hated me and you almost died. No, I'm just kidding. Again, it takes about 2 minutes, completely free. My manager to read it and it lets me know if I have to clean the bathroom. I would have had to do that. Now, as we conclude this tour, we are going to head out this tunnel. Now, as we do, I want you to look over to the railing along the left up there. You'll be able to see the 2 original sinkholes that those picket boys came through. Now, one thing I ask is that you stick with me. I cannot let you be in the cave by yourself, and I want you to be as safe as possible. So again, just make sure you're sticking with me. Go ahead and follow me. John, I might use them down. They weren't in the... Maybe Judah had grabbed them.
Okay.
Alright, again, as you come out here, look over to the railing along the left. Look at those 2 original sinkholes that those picket boys came through.